Victoria 3 Mods, the only show on the internet where you get to vote on which Victoria 3 mod I get to play next. This time the winner is Loss Plus, which means you carry the legal responsibility of everything I'm about to do. I'm just following orders. Promise. And we're going to have this magical legislative experience as Iran. I mean Persia. Don't worry, we'll make it into an Iran. We are ruled by our Shah, Mohammed Shah Qajar, and of course we have a pretty standard beginning. But we have more choices available to us, such as corporatocracy, for those of you who love the free market, ecclesiarchy. You have to say it like that though, it's in the law. Weighted universal suffrage, if you want to give more votes to the rich. State capitalism, the best type of capitalism. No taxation, which is already in the game, it's called consumption-based taxation, but a bit more radical. Speaking of more radical, we also have overthrow the patriarchy, which is hilarious because all women are disgusting and need to be covered up at all times. There is also a ballot system, so you can customize your democracy. I will show you the rest of the laws. Feel free to pause the video and take a closer look. I am going to use the time to address a couple of comments such as Soviet Union Gulag time, fire emoji, and capitalist utopia experience, I guess. These types of comments worry me greatly. It feels like you guys are stuck in the materialistic left-right policies, completely ignoring your spiritual needs. This is haram, and in order for us to rid your soul from your misdeeds, we have a special section of legislation, and it's going to address discrimination. We can definitely give permanent residency to all people who we discriminate against, or we can ban them from specialized work. Alternatively, we can treat them the same as peasants, underserve them. But if we really want to transform our beautiful Persian nation into Iran and cleanse your soul of your sins, we definitely need forced labor. As you know, we are Shiites, and we must defend ourselves against the heretics and Xenos. They are abandoned by God, even though they might have more technologies and stuff. Do not mention that to the kids, it is haram. And if you commit haram, we commit Yugan. We also start with 95,000 slaves, but if we put in good work, there'll be millions of them. We also need to take care of Oman. Who knows when the Western powers will decide to use them as a proxy to destroy us. Purge the heretics! Rip their heads off! Gargle in their blood! Okay, Your Honor, this is clearly AI generated. I would never. Delicious heretic blood. AI generated, promise. Finally, non-citizens, especially those who are disloyal or unable to pay their debts, are deprived of their human rights and forced to do unpaid labor. We instantly doubled our slaves, exactly as the legislation intended. We are victorious, which means the only thing left for us to do is get rid of the British puppet when the opportunity arrives. Alright, all we need to do now is pray to Allah for a market liberal. Works every time. We need to industrialize as fast as humanly possible, and at the same time also expand before the British can arrive. Remember kids, only men can flow their beautiful hair in the wind. Unless you're ugly, then don't forget your balaclava. Oh no, we messed up. Remember kids, if you make a mistake, purge the heretics, and your sins shall be forgiven. Market liberalized, and we can get our first company. Mistake fixed. Oh no, mistake hasn't been fixed. I just noticed. We have 5 construction. Stupid liberals, you're destroying the markets. The landowners want state capitalism. I guess we researched the thing we needed. Let's get into it. Look at that, the stupid heretics are fighting each other. Speaking of stupid heretics, I ran out of heretic blood. Oh no, Abdul Samad Hakimi of the Shia Ulema has been having a secret affair with a member of the clergy. Looking at haram, simple. This is definitely haram. I don't even need to look at haram extended. I'm sorry, Abdul Samad. Russia wants a defensive pact. Alright, we can now commit all the war crimes we want and we'll be safe from the international court. Okay, but that proves nothing. We are victorious and now we have 507,000 slaves, a brand new record. Write that down in the history books. I want everyone to know I was responsible. State capitalism. Finally, we can now nationalize all the buildings. for free and sell them back to investors for a lot of money. Also, I keep getting no bread, no freedom. Guys, I'm not increasing your minimum wage. We are doing a maximum radical run. I don't care. What I do care about is poor laws. As you can clearly see in Haram Simple, not paying your alms is haram. Alright, the Russians want to invest in our country. Our economy is perfectly suitable for foreign investors. Promise. Guys, enough dilly-dallying. It's time for us to purge the Ottoman heretics and liberate our Shiite brothers in Iraq. The Russians are willing to join us. Oh boy, I can already taste Ottoman blood. They back down. Oh, come on. The Ottomans are trying to destabilize the Middle East. Oh no, I have to get in there. The Russians are here to help. Even the Netherlands is in on it. Legislative failure. This is haram. Well, not as much as navally invading me from behind while you have bigger problems in your country, but it's still very much haram. And it is unacceptable. Alright, Mohammed Shahwajar, you had your last rum. Now everyone gets to pay their alms, and we have a brand new Shah, Nazar al-Din Qajar. The Ottomans can't take it anymore, and we managed to liberate Syria, which will keep the Ottomans and the Egyptians safe from each other. Speaking of safe, you're not safe from me, heretics! Might as well continue purging. In Kabul, the Ottomans are collapsing. If they don't pay their war reparations to us, this is very much haram, which will leave me with no choice than to take over their capital and purge everyone in it, when convenient. We also managed to build a university in every province, so we can freely focus on the agricultural sector. It's where forced labor really shines. I'm also going to lower our infamy decay even more, so I can claim Greater Khorasan, because Greater Khorasan definitely belongs to Iran, I mean Persia. Britain demands withdrawal from heart. First, I want to say congratulations to the British Republic. They managed to oust that woman. Remember, kids, women are disgusting, gross. But the more important thing to remember is we do not respect Western demands. Go piss yourself, Britain. We took our rightful land in Kabul and took control of the rest of it. Britain demands we ban slavery. Stupid Britain messing in our internal affairs is haram. Maybe we can make a deal. Oh man. Wait, how does that even work with forced labor? Oh, it doesn't. Amazing. I rest my case, Your Honor. I'm clearly not guilty. Fear not, devoted followers. In 4 years, we can go back into it. That's clearly for propaganda reasons. Promise. Bahrain offers to become our tributary if we help them in their revolt. Hey, wait a minute, they're winning anyway. Amazing. Alright, Iraq, it's time for you to join the righteous side of God. Or else. Or else it is then. Traitors. Alright, I think it's time for us to give more power to the Ayatollah. And also take control of Syria. For those of you who are unaware as to what exactly is an Ayatollah, imagine the God Emperor of mankind, if the God Emperor of mankind was cool. And also took control of Syria by force. Allah Akbar! Finally, we can call ourselves Iran. No, we can't. But we're finally ruled by Ayatollah Nazir al-Din Qajar. Oh, how time flies when you purge the heretics. A local hat maker is standing against slavery. Send in the military, stupid hat maker. The hat maker and hundreds of his supporters confront the military. Open fire! Open fire! And if anyone survives, send them to the camps. That's just classic Iran. Traitors, I'll purge all of you with Russian help. And also, all the gun factories are in the capital, so they're practically unarmed protesters. It turns out the hat maker was a Western spy organizing a coup in order to topple the government. They were all armed to the teeth, even the women and children. Promise. Thank you, Russia. You are a real friend. You really didn't need to kidnap all those kids. But what's a couple of kids between friends? Am I right? Alright. Traitors, foreigners, heretics, and kids to the camps. Finally, we can get the economy back on track. I mean, look at the difference between wages. It's insane. Everything will be so much more profitable once we replace all the laborers with free laborers. We should celebrate by purging the Xenos and expand our labor force with the Sikh Empire. Britain wants me to ban slavery. Oh, come on. I was just getting the economy back on track. Listen, Britain, I pass on your International Court of Human Rights. Oh, I'm sorry, that's just a common saying. You know, it's like what time it is. It's purge the heretics o'clock. You know what I mean? It's a perfect opportunity for us to reclaim our lands. And we managed to take Punjab. At least the Russians are here. I can always count on them. We definitely need to navally invade them from behind before their navy can arrive. What are you gonna do now, Britain? Oh. That's alright, all we have to do is hold the Xenos until Britain capitulates. Oh no, they landed behind us. Why are the Russians leaving? They're getting invaded. That's alright guys, there's a simple solution to our problems. All you have to do is get your balaclava and your AK, go outside and perform the destruction dance of destruction. This will help our bullets do 20% more damage against heretics and Xenos. Come on guys, I'm counting on you. Oh my god, the Russians are coming back. That means enough of you actually went outside. Go outside and do the dance of destruction. Come on. We pushed them out. See that guys? It's working. Don't stop with the dance of destruction. We're victorious. Allah Akbar. There you go guys. If you want your weapons to do more damage, you must do the dance of destruction. If you're losing, it's mandatory. We should definitely celebrate by pacifying the Turkmen for the low price of 4,000 royal. We're going to get frontier colonization and expand to the north. And we can also get charity hospitals because a lot of you sprayed your ankles as you were doing the dance of destruction, which is very respectable. Stupid heretics, they navally invaded each other, and here I thought that cutting them off with Syria would keep the peace. Seeing that Egypt is winning, I want my piece of the Ottoman Empire. Also, I noticed something very unfortunate. The colonization didn't cost 4,000 royal, it costed 41,000. Jesus! I even invoked the wrong god. Alright Ottomans, cough up the cash. I really need them if we are to avoid bankruptcy. Now I know some of you might say, always read when you sign something. That is a good advice. However, purging the heretics is a reasonable alternative. We are victorious and now Ottoman money and land will fill up the black hole in the budget. Charity hospitals, we should celebrate by raising your taxes. I also noticed that nationalizing and privatizing buildings gives us a lot of money. Unfortunately, the Russians are buying some of them and I can't nationalize them. This doesn't mean I'll stop. Oh yeah, look at that state capitalism working its magic. Taxes fixed, right on time, and we're going to have colonial exploitation so we can have 10% less starting wages. Good news guys, we no longer have to pay the colonization fees. We have to pay other fees instead. Stupid Westerners and their evil capitalist system. At least we have a brand new tributary thanks to Kabul. Listen guys, I have a few trading partners. I truly believe that we can make more money from China if we get war reparations instead. Luckily for us, Russia is here to help and might as well make the SIG our protectorate as well. Pay them less. Classic Iran. A revolution for cultural exclusion, that's far too liberal. What if we compromise with racial segregation? We defeated the Sikh Empire. Let's go get some Chinese money. But first we must shoot some Punjab peasants before we go bankrupt. What? Purge the heretics. Don't go bankrupt. It's an effective economic strategy. I'll help you, Prussia. Don't drag the Russians in it. They're busy right now. Oh no, they dragged the Russians in it. Finish China first. Come on. Okay, that's it. I declare 22% interest rate as haram. Now we will suffer from declared bankruptcy for the next 9 years, which will slowly decay over time. Fortunately for us, we maxed out our radicals decades ago. The only real problem is the military debuffs. A new revolution for protectionism works for me, and here comes the old revolution. Man, maxing out your radicals is something else. And we defeated the revolt in Punjab without using any bullets. It was all thanks to the dance of destruction. The liberals gave up. Stupid liberals. Radical Prussia was defeated, which means the Russians will finally give me my Chinese money. And we have protectionism. And Russia gave up. Ah man, I'm never getting rich at this rate. Good thing the mountains protect us from the Chinese. I mean, I can call the Sikh Empire, but I don't think we can beat China by only using the dance of destruction. A secret police? That's not a bad idea given all the wild liberals running around Persia. Let's put the military in and get gendarmerie. The morality police. No need to be secret. We are Iran. Oh boy, look at those profit margins in the cotton plantations. And look at all those massive savings from wages. We pay $500 for 100 people and 2,300 for 31,000 infidels. And we're gonna peace out with China. The Ottomans are attacking us at a time like this. I'm still recovering from my bankruptcy. Alright, Russia, fetch! Moral police established, and now there's a revolution for police. Oh come on, what's wrong with the sheriff system we have now? And the British managed to establish a military regime. Hilarious. Reform at gunpoint, stupid liberals. This will only make the religious authorities more powerful. Oh come on, there's no end to these revolutions. I know what I'm doing, stupid liberals. Alright, we managed to liberate Bulgaria and expand to the west. Objections, Your Honor. I will never do anything with the West. Okay, they're just revolutionizing against each other at this point. This is ridiculous. Your Honor, in this kind of a situation of economic turmoil, wars, famine, ever-decreasing standard of living, forced labor, increasingly radical population, there was only one thing we could do: call in the Russians and shoot all of them. To be honest, the Russians did all the shooting. We didn't have any bullets yet. And yes, some kids might have went missing. But that's the price you pay when you call Baba Yaga to fix your problems. At this point, everything went back to normal. A looming revolution. Britain demands Bahrain. At this point, I don't care. Attempting to improve the lives of our citizens. Expanding our opium plantations, nationalizing some buildings, starting to invest in Russian gold mines, because this country is getting too unstable. Protesters are gathering, sending the jackboots, passing legislation, checking on the slave count, that's a good slave count, calling the Russians to shoot all the protesters. Again. Hey, wait a minute, is this World War I? It's the Prussians and the Russians against Austria-Hungary and France. Why wasn't I invited? You guys suck. Oh boy, it's the Paris Commune. What great timing. I guess I'll use this opportunity to take control of Najet. See that, kids? This is why you always shoot the protesters. The war ended, and it was all for a single province in Belgium. That's kinda lame. Wait a minute, you're not Portugal? Stupid atheist United States. Stop interfering in other people's internal affairs. Poor Portugal. They didn't deserve this. Well, the USA just got even worse. Hilarious. But do you know what isn't hilarious? The heretics. Blocking our access to the Mediterranean. Unacceptable, stinking heretics. Spain is helping the Ottomans. Stupid Spain. Portugal. Curse you, Ottomans! Witchcraft is haram! Leave Portugal's dead body alone! Alright, now that's the Persian borders from the good old days. Oh, I'm sorry, Ottomans, we're not leaving. And Greece has also reached the borders from the good old days. Oh, I remember my mother always opening up the history book and telling me, I can't read, I'm a woman. Haha, stupid women and their inability to read, am I right? And we can also have 2 opium companies. Classic Iran. Also, I noticed Iraq hates me, so I'm going to give all their land to Syria, so I can annex them. Haha, look at the stupid Ottomans, having trouble with their protesters. Greek protesters? Oh no. Yeah, we shot all of them. Is this supposed to be evidence? It was a pretty small affair, all things considered. Unfortunately for the Ottomans, I don't negotiate with protesters. Whoa. Austria-Hungary is attacking Serbia, and the Russians are obligated to protect them. Now that sounds like a world war if I've ever seen one. And we liberated Cyprus and Bosnia-Herzegovina. Additionally, we occupied the Ottoman capital, which means I must purge all the heretics in it, for that one time when the Ottomans didn't pay their war reparations. This can only be performed in uncourt territories. There's 2.1 million people living here. Let's see how many of them will survive the incorporation process. Alright, Austria-Hungary, Denmark belongs to Persia. I remember my mom always telling me, not right now, I'm cleaning. Would you like me to make you a sandwich? Can you please read this one for me? Because I can't read. Haha, stupid women and their inability to read. Our Ayatollah died and we have a brand new one. Fat Ali Astarabadi, a man blessed with a mind too small for doubt. And now Serbia looks like a can opener. And Denmark belongs to Persia, as it should be. Oh no, the Denmarkians want metal boats. Stupid Denmark people. Metal can't float on water. Boats are made out of wood. Even my mom knows this. Which means I'll take Greenland as punishment. Oh no, the evil, aggressive Americans are trying to aggressively expand into Alaska. Very evil. I'll help you, Russia. Give me Alaska. Oh boy, there's 7 gold mines in Alaska just ready to go. Ka-ching! Here come the naval invasions. Yeah, no one actually managed to land anywhere. But you know what? I got a free Alaska. so I'm happy. Greece is attacking Egypt. I'll help you, Greece. I actually need Hajaz. Steel frame buildings. In this economy, there's no way. An ecclesiarchy? Finally, we got one of the new ideologies. And if we enact the ecclesiarchy, 100% of the political strength will go to the clergymen. I can't resist. Did someone say revolution? Classic Persia. And finally, we own Mecca. I think this is Mecca. It's literally the only town in Hejaz. And we incorporated all of the Turkish territories. In Eastern Thrace we have 1.2 million people. Simple math tells me that we managed to purge 900,000 heretics. Your Honor, the numbers are greatly exaggerated for propaganda purposes. Promise. Look at that, guys. The stupid Western countries are collapsing because they're far too liberal and don't shoot at the protesters. Stupid Western countries. Finally, we have an ecclesiarchy. This means that the government can be operated solely by the Shia ulema, as it should be. Alright guys, it's time for us to earn our recognition as a great power. No, not by liberalizing, but by liberating Hungary from Austria-Hungary. We defeated them once already. This will be easy peasy. Russia and Bulgaria capitulated. Oh come on, we were winning. Brazil is having a civil war. I guess that explains why the Austrian troops are ignoring us. This is the perfect opportunity for us to push all the way to Vienna. Will Brazil solve their problem quickly? Oh boy. Put your back into it, guys. I know we're moving backwards, but that does not mean we're not winning. Okay, listen, we might not be able to liberate Hungary from Austria-Hungary and prove ourselves as a great power, but that doesn't mean we've lost. Mark my words, infidels, I'll be back. First, I must look at my slave count. That's a good slave count. Annex Iraq. Give the liberals what they want. Racial segregation. Classic liberals. How lucky we get to consolidate the entirety of Persian Arabia. Legislative failure. I'm sorry guys, that was far too liberal of me. I can see that now. I will correct my mistake by annexing Jabal Shammar. Oh, don't mind me, just restarting the revolution. Stupid liberals. Finally, Big Persia achieved. Alright, Your Honor, I know how this looks like. They open fire all on their own. I didn't give any orders. It's almost as if they've gotten used to it at this point. Also, I'm so sorry guys, I'm extremely stupid. With state capitalism, it doesn't matter if steel and glass are expensive. I will simply sell expensive glass and steel to myself. Now we have a deficit of 80,000. But once the steel factories start pumping steel, we get plus 160,000. Good God. Also, France is falling apart. There's an Aquitanian uprising and a Flemish uprising. There was also an Egyptian uprising. I didn't say anything because I thought they wouldn't survive. Alright, it's trench warfare time. Wait, Aquitania just won. Hilarious. Seeing that the West is collapsing, stupid Austria-Hungary, I'll destroy you. Just let me get rid of the Ottomans first. Pay up your reparations, stupid Ottomans. Bulgaria capitulated. Russia capitulated. Ah man, there goes my landing. Yeah, sure, that might as well happen. Alright guys, get in there before they push us back. It seems that we've stabilized the front. All we have to do now is hold, and the infidels will fold. Did someone say a revolution in Brazil? Alright, listen, I don't want us to end up like Brazil. We're going to reform our forced labor policies. And of course use the time to push into Vienna. Oh no, the Brazilians came back. We must stop the voting. These policies are far too liberal. We got surrounded. Oh my god, stopped at the gates of Vienna. Too real, too real. But that's okay guys, look at that slave count. That's a good slave count. Also, we finally got another new ideology, anarcho-liberal, which don't like taxes and want a corporatocracy. However, the laws we have now are way superior. And these are all the factions. I was honestly hoping to join the Russian one, but they just never got enough leverage. Also, the Americans are having a civil war with the communists. Best US game I've seen in a while. Alright, Your Honor, I'm going to be honest. I'm not exactly sure which country in this world is going to look at my actions and actually judge me for violating human rights. I mean, yes, we do have a slave economy. However, in this evil, cruel world, which has denied our status as a great power, even though prestige-wise, we're doing pretty well, I truly believe that my actions were justified based on... Honestly, I feel like she didn't even listen to half my speech. This sucks. Luckily for me, when you commit enough war crimes, you receive the special ability to swap places with another person. But the catch is, you have no idea who that person is. But here goes nothing. Whoop! What the crap, where did I end up now? Find out next time.